Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Houston Astros potentially adding in Paul Blackburn from the Oakland Athletics in a trade, as it was. There was an article that said that the Astros should trade for Paul Blackburn, and I wanted to come on here and do a video and talking about it. The Astros need to get some starting pitching help. Obviously, the Astros have 8 starting pitchers already that can start for them in 2023, which is way more than enough, but Lance McCullers Jr. is not expected to return until July, and Luis Garcia is not expected to return until August. So that leaves 6 starters remaining, and one of those guys is a guy who Justin Verlander is great, but he's 40 years old, so and soon, and at some point in the season, will be 41, so you don't know if you can trust that. Look at what Framber Valdez did in the postseason last year. Who knows what he'll look like next year. I think it will be a better year for Framber, though. Jose Urquidy had his worst year with the Astros, so that's something to think and affect. And also, another thing is that 2 of those other guys are Hunter Brown and J.P. France, who are 2 very young guys who are reliable, but I think the Astros definitely could look to add in a guy like Paul Blackburn, who has been solid, very, very solid for the Oakland A's in the last 2 seasons, and they showed some really good things starting for them. In his first seasons from 2017 through 2021, he was not good at all, but he showed some really good things in the last 2 seasons. Let's go over his last 2 seasons, as he was an All-Star in 2022. So in 2022, he was an All-Star. He had a 7-6 record with a 4.28 ERA, 21 games, 21 starts, pitched in 111 innings, and gave up 110 hits, 53 runs, 53 earned runs, 15 home runs, 30 walks, had 90 strikeouts. 2023 had a 4-7 record, 4.43 ERA, 21 games, 20 starts, 103.2 innings pitched, 117 hits given up, 54 earned runs, 51 earned runs, and 11 home runs with 43 walks, and had 105 strikeouts. I think he would be better with the Astros, to be honest. It's not, it wouldn't be much better, but I think he'd be better than he would be with the if he'd be with the Astros. The A's are one of the worst teams in baseball. I think it would be a change of scenery for him, which would be a big thing, but also I think a better team to be around as well. So if the Astros traded for him, I don't know what you'd have to give up, but I'm telling you all this right now. If you're wanting to trade for a starting pitcher, this is an inexpensive trade for the Astros. I just think the big question is how willing will the Oakland Athletics, or should we call them the Las Vegas Athletics, because they're soon moving to Vegas, how willing will the Athletics be? How willing will they be to be trade partners with a team that is in their division, with like the Houston Astros? If I'm the A's, if you can get, and this is not even coming from an Astros fan, if I'm the A's and you can get a decent package for Paul Blackburn, it shouldn't even be a consideration that the Astros are in the same division, because it's not like you're not playing to win the division next year. You're going to be one of the worst teams in baseball next year. Obviously, once they move to Vegas, there will be a hope that they can start winning ball games. But I think they'll probably still be in Oakland next year. And even if they are in Vegas next year, they're still not going to be good. It might take a couple years. So I'm thinking right now that if you're the A's, if the Astros can give you a good package for Paul Blackburn, it doesn't matter that you're in the same division and maybe you lose them, but you're going to probably lose a good amount of games to the Astros next season with or without Paul Blackburn. So I would think that for the A's, it has to matter about what package you get from different teams or the Astros. It can't matter about division, especially when you're one of the worst teams in baseball. You're gonna lose those games regardless, and that's not the way you want to think in sports. But I think the way the A's need to think about this is what's the best package they can get. If the Astros are offering the best package of all teams, which definitely is probably hard to think, you do the deal. But the Astros, maybe they're not willing. Maybe they're not going to want to get a starting pitcher. To me, it doesn't seem like it's they're needing a starting pitcher. I think they need starting pitching, but a part of me feels that there's definitely a chance that they're not that willing to. They don't feel like they need to go get a starting pitcher. But that's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Thoughts on the potential trade in the comment section, and peace out.